Most actors struggle to pay the bills. Like many creative professions, acting is not especially lucrative. But many people are inspired by the stage or the silver screen and dedicate their lives to the thespian ideal. Sometimes these dreams pay off, and actors make untold millions of dollars. Today, we're counting down the top 10 richest actors of all time. As streetwise boxer Rocky Balboa and haunted Vietnam veteran John Rambo, the man born Michael Sylvester Gardenzio Stallone has made his brand of muscular melodrama a staple of the action film genre across 5 decades. He revolutionized the world of action movies and made 2 of history's most classic film franchises. But things weren't always easy for Stallone. Sylvester Stallone was born on July 6, 1946, in New York's gritty Hell's Kitchen, to Jackie Stallone, an astrologer, and Frank Stallone, a beautician and hairdresser. His father was an Italian immigrant, and his mother's heritage is half French and half German. After struggling for many years in small movies, Stallone finally got his big break acting across from Henry Winkler in The Lords of Flatbush. Rocky, which came out in 1976, became the stuff of cinematic legends, scoring 10 Academy Award nominations, winning the Best Picture Award of 1976,
and the winner is Rocky,
and triggering one of the most financially successful movie franchises in history. Ever since then, he has been an unstoppable box office magnet, and his 60-plus movies have earned more than $4 billion at the box office. This contributes to his astronomical net worth of $400 million, making him the 10th richest actor in history. Coming in at number 9 is Jack Nicholson. Born in Neptune, New Jersey, Jack Nicholson is one of the most prominent American motion picture actors of his generation. Nicholson's career has contained some of the seminal films in Hollywood history, including Chinatown and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and his role as Jack in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining has become iconic. Perhaps because he is bigger than many of the roles he plays, Jack's personal life has been played out before the public gaze. While making Chinatown, he discovered that the woman he had called his mother was in fact his grandmother, and his sister was his mother. It was through a reporter who had been researching a story. The revelation came long after both had been claimed by cancer. But art seemed to be echoing life in the eerie parallels with the disturbing family secret of Chinatown. The legendary figure has a net worth of $400 million, making him by far one of the richest actors of all time. Amitabh Bachchan may not be a household name for the average person living outside of India. However, he is one of the biggest Bollywood stars in history and has lent his inimitable presence to many films. He completed his education from Uttar Pradesh and moved to Bombay to find work as a film star. In vain, though, as filmmakers preferred someone with fairer skin. But they did use one of his other assets, his deep baritone voice, which was used for narration and background commentary. He was successful in being cast in Sat Hindustani. He got his break in Bollywood after a letter of introduction from the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, as he was a friend of her son, Rajiv Gandhi. This is how Amitabh made an entry in Bollywood, starting with Zanjeer, co-starred with his future wife Jaya Baduri, and since then there has been no looking back. His roles in Dostana and Shakti earned him the nominations for the Filmfare Award for Best Actor. He suffered a near-fatal injury while shooting for Coolie in 1983. He returned to the screen after a 5-year absence with the box office success Shahenshah. With a net worth of $400 million, Bachchan is easily one of the richest actors of all time. He has been scrutinized recently for posting conspiracy theories on social media. Adam Sandler is an American actor and comedian, known for his roles in films like Punch Drunk Love and The Wedding Singer. A versatile personality, he is also a screenwriter, film producer, and musician. Along with his feature films, which have performed exceptionally well at the box office, he has also released 6 comedy albums, 2 of which were certified double platinum. He was inclined toward comedy from a young age and kept his fellow schoolmates entertained with his antics and comedy acts. It was his brother who spotted his potential and encouraged him to take up comedy on a professional level. He took acting classes after high school and graduated from the Tisch School of the Arts at New York University. Early on in his career, he ventured into television and became a regular on an MTV game show. Soon, he was selected as a cast member on Saturday Night Live, following which he became a popular comedian. He forayed into films and found considerable success as a comedian. He then came up with his own film and television production company named Happy Madison Productions, which has produced numerous films. He's also well known for his donations to charitable causes. Most recently, he acted in the highly acclaimed thriller Uncut Gems. In total, he is worth $420 million, making him the 7th richest actor of all time. Mel Gibson was born on January 3, 1956, in Peekskill, New York, to Anne Patricia and Hutton Gibson. He was raised in a large Irish Catholic family. In fact, he was the sixth of 11 children to be born to his parents. Early on in his life, Gibson dove into the world of acting, as he studied at the Australian National Institute of Dramatic Art. He was known in Australia before he was well known in the United States for his acting career. However, in 1984, he appeared in the Mark Rydell film entitled The River. After this performance, Gibson became very well received in the acting world. Roles in Lethal Weapon and Braveheart cemented him as a timeless movie star, and he got further attention for the controversial but commercially successful Passion of the Christ in 2004. With a net worth of $425 million, he is wealthier than almost any other actor on the planet. Though he hasn't been cast in many movies recently, his laundry list of past appearances is keeping him well paid. One of the greatest American actors of his generation, Robert De Niro is known for his total immersion in roles. Whether driving a cab to prepare for Taxi Driver or gaining 60 pounds to play boxer Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull, De Niro studies his characters intensely. The Oscar-winning actor is best known for his roles in gangster-related films such as The Godfather Part 2. In a 1976 interview, De Niro explained his approach to preparing for a role. Actors must expose themselves to the surroundings and keep their minds obsessed with that, he said. I always look at everything. If you don't practice, you don't know your subject, and it can't be natural. You've got to physically and mentally become that person you are portraying. Director Brian De Palma gave De Niro his start in films. He cast the young New Yorker in the little-noticed small-budget films The Wedding Party, Greetings, and Hi Mom, but it was his work with director Martin Scorsese that solidified him as a true thespian on the silver screen. De Niro and Scorsese have made 9 feature films together, and 6 of De Niro's films have been inducted into the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. In 1989, De Niro and his partner Jane Rosenthal co-founded Tribeca Productions, a film production company, and in 2002, he co-founded the Tribeca Film Festival. Between all of his various projects, De Niro has amassed a fortune of $300 million. With $500 million in the bank, George Clooney is the 5th richest actor of all time. He scored his breakout role in 1992 as Dr. Doug Ross on TV's ER. The hit show led to major film roles, including a turn as Batman. In 2005, Clooney won an Academy Award for his performance in Syriana. Time magazine has called the actor the last movie star, and People magazine twice named him the sexiest man alive. In 2014, Clooney married international lawyer and activist Amal Alamuddin. While working on ER, he began attracting a variety of leading roles in films, with his breakthrough role in From Dusk Till Dawn and the crime comedy Out of Sight, in which he first worked with director Steven Soderbergh, who would become a longtime collaborator. In 1999, he took the lead role in Three Kings, a well-received war satire set during the Gulf War. In 2013, he was chosen as the spokesperson for Nespresso for an undisclosed amount of money. However, he certainly made many millions of dollars from this deal. Thanks to the up to $1 billion purchase of his Casamigos tequila, Clooney scored a career-high pre-tax paycheck of $239 million between 2017 and 2018, adding to his already jaw-dropping assets. Tom Cruise is known for his roles in iconic films throughout the 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s, as well as his high-profile marriages to actresses Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes. After developing an interest in acting during high school, he rocketed to fame with his star turns in Risky Business and Top Gun. Cruise later earned acclaim for his work in the hit film Jerry Maguire and the Mission Impossible franchise. Though he has a very controversial personal life tied up with the Church of Scientology, Cruise also has a net worth of $570 million, meaning he is the 3rd richest actor in the world. Born Thomas Mapother Cruise IV in Syracuse, upstate New York, Tom was just 12 years old when his alcoholic father walked down on his mother Mary Lee, sisters Marianne, Leanne, and Cass. Afterward, times were tough, and the 4 children did chores such as mowing their neighbors' lawns to help with the housekeeping. One Christmas, the family eschewed presents and instead read out poems they had written for each other. The fledgling actor landed his first part in a Franco Zeffirelli movie, Endless Love, and within 5 years, thanks to roles in teen-friendly movies such as The Outsiders, Risky Business, and Top Gun was at the top of every director's wish list. Shah Rukh Khan is another Bollywood sensation, proving that India's film scene is just as lucrative as the United States. In fact, he has a net worth of $600 million, making him the 2nd richest actor in the world. Referred to in the media as the Badshah of Bollywood, King of Bollywood, and King Khan, He has appeared in more than 80 Bollywood films and earned numerous accolades, including 14 Filmfare Awards. The government of India has awarded him the Padma Shri, and the government of France has awarded him the Legion of Honor. Khan has a significant following in Asia and the Indian diaspora worldwide. In terms of audience size and income, he has been described as one of the most successful film stars in the world. The media often label him as Brand SRK because of his many endorsement and entrepreneurship ventures. Khan's philanthropic endeavors have provided healthcare and disaster relief, and he was honored with UNESCO's Pyramid Khan Marni Award in 2011 for his support of children's education, and the World Economic Forum's Crystal Award in 2018 for his leadership in championing women's and children's rights in India. This may come as a surprise to most people. JAMI GERTZ is not a household name, but she is the richest actor in the world on a technicality. With a net worth of $3 billion, she is officially the richest actor in history, even though she didn't make the majority of her money acting. GERTZ was born in Chicago, Illinois, and lived in the city's nearby suburb of Glenview. She attended public schools. Her parents are Sharon and Walter GERTZ, who were a builder and contractor, and she has two brothers, Michael and Scott. GERTZ, who is Jewish, was raised in conservative Judaism. She is known for her early roles in the films Crossroads, The Lost Boys, Less Than Zero, and Quicksilver, the 1980s TV series Square Pegs, and 1996's Twister, as well as for her roles as Judy Miller in the CBS sitcom Still Standing and as Debbie Weaver in the ABC sitcom The Neighbors. Along with husband Tony Ressler, she is a part owner of the Atlanta Hawks basketball team. In case you were wondering, Tony Ressler is a billionaire private equity tycoon and venture capitalist based in Beverly Hills. He is the source of GERTZ's multi-billion-dollar fortune.